Hello, people of the interweb. How we doing? Yeah, you read it right. Blake Snell breakdown in a Rays uniform. Shout out, Pitchers Nation. Be sure to check out Pitchers Nation on Instagram. This is where I get a lot of my videos that I break down. They are actually a sponsor of my upcoming ebook, A Complete Guide to Pitching Mechanics. So, with that being said, be on the lookout. therobbyroshow.com/ebooks for that pitching mechanics ebook. Hopefully, we'll have it done by March 1st, 2021. Anyways, without further ado, video starting at 47 seconds. Blake Snell. All right, smaller guy, good leverage, throws fuzz, got nasty stuff. Take him from his windup here. I like what he does with his rhythm. I think he does a pretty good job with his rhythm of his front foot, his hands. You can see that there's movement. I'm a big fan of movement and almost like that pendulum act, right? So when the hands raise, the front foot raises, and then when the hands drop, the lead leg drops, and vice versa, actually. So, like what he does here, upon leg lift, you'll see the hands raise. As he's lifting his leg, though, notice there's this little shift, right? I call it forward momentum in the initial move, okay? So he's not going to be crossing like some guys will cross to gain a little bit more acceleration. He's not going to cross, but he's going to get his hips and center mass going down slope. He's going to utilize gravity and the influence of gravity. Now, what I love is the perception of falling with Blake Snell, okay? So you can see that forward move right there. Boom, peak leg lift. And now just kind of falling down the slope. And now, boom, this is the point in which we are fully descended from peak leg lift. Now we load drive leg. All right. So I love what Blake Snell does in regards to his trunk and his torso. You can see that that's initiating his forward momentum, but now as he descends at full peak leg lift right there, you can see that's full descent, and now this is where he's going to then counter tilt his trunk to help then load drive leg full of force. I talk about this in the ebook as well. We want to absorb that force, essentially coming from peak leg lift, that's energy, and we want to absorb it, and then we want to produce it into the ground, and then we want to hold on to it for a moment in time until that front foot becomes close to anchoring down. Okay, so you can see the trunk shifts a little bit into a tilt. That's going to help him load drive leg better. That's the hand separation I was referring to right there. And boom, we can freeze it here. Does a really good job of staying connected, hand separation, front side stays extended. What else we got? Front foot closed, pelvis closed. I'm drawing a bunch of circles and squares. Good job. And now as he retracts, this is where we're going to see usually the guys that throw really hard, especially smaller guys, that can throw and produce high power output. They're so efficient at the transfer. So what you're going to see as soon as this elbow initiates is retraction, that's when the rear hip's going to start to internally rotate, which is the transferring effect of that stored up energy in the drive leg to then become energy to be blocked by the front leg. Okay, so boom, retraction, internal rotation, and then snap right there. Good. Trunk neutral. He's got so much retraction there. It's what I call launching from the scap. Big fan. But you can see by the arm positioning, elbow below the shoulder, hand above the elbow and the shoulder. It's just optimal. Okay. You can see this rear hip's pushing into rotation, and where his posture is upon front foot strike. Okay, so boom, now we're fully anchored down here. You can see that his trunk stayed neutral, which now is going to allow his arm to accelerate even more into its slot by way of what? Lower half energy, blocked, send that energy up, trunk stayed neutral, so then it can absorb that energy and then initiate its rotation, which will then pull the arm through into a higher rate of acceleration, like so. And he does such a good job with his trunk posture, not only into rotation, but into flexion here. And then we have efficiency. Okay. Chest over the lead knee. Fantastic. Guys that are able to keep their trunk neutral and absorb that energy from the lower half into the upper half, you usually will see a greater shoulder external rotation, greater layback, because of the acceleration rate is so high, because they're using the right thing. So when I look at arm speed, right, everyone wants to know like arm speed, how to produce arm speed. Arm speed is not from independently generating speed or acceleration with the arm, right? It's using this energy system from the lower half, blocking it, sending that up, being in a proper position to absorb that from the upper half, and then go, man. So all of this stuff will be outlined in that ebook that I mentioned earlier. Like I said, The Robby Rowe Show. Am I going to spell this whole thing out? I think so. That's a / ebooks. Hopefully shoot for a March 1st release date on that. So in that ebook, obviously, it's going to be a complete guide. So not only will I do breakdowns on everything, but I will also be including certain progressions and variations that you guys can use to help instill these motor patterns that we want to instill. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Blake Snell breakdown. What do you guys think? Do the San Diego Padres or the Los Angeles Dodgers have the best starting pitching staff? Answer in the comments below. Love you guys. God bless. Until next time.